Signing scouts up for programs. This is a really important part of the planning process, and it is something that can be a little stressful. And so hopefully part of this tutorial will alleviate some of that stress. So I've started a registration here. I've submitted deposits, and I've got 3 scouts on my registration. Now, during your March camp planning meeting for Tomahawk or Manypoint, you can collect information from the scouts to find out what they want to work on and earn throughout the summer. Your scouts may have sort of a preset program that your troop does every year. You may let your scouts pick any program that they want. Regardless of what your process is, make sure that you have a system for tracking what your scouts want to do and have a place for that to be recorded. Whether that's a Google form you've created yourself for them to turn into you, a spreadsheet that you print out, pieces of paper at a meeting, whatever it might be. But Tomahawk and Manypoint have both provided a Scout program planning worksheet. This is not something that you have to use. This is something you can use. It's a tool for you. So I've got the Tomahawk one pulled up here. The Manypoint one is very similar. There's a spot on the top to put name and age, their grade next year. You can have them let you know if they want a snack pack on this as well. There'll be a field for that. There's some sample schedules of how this could be filled out. Your scouts are going to look through the program catalog at a troop meeting, or go through the PowerPoint version of that online at a meeting, and they're going to talk about what they want to do. You could print a version of this out for every single one of your scouts, have them fill out the top, and have them start plotting their programs into these different spaces and populate their week. Once they've done that, that is basically covers their individual programs. But then if there's anything that you're worried that they might not get into, it's always good for them to list some secondary options. These are backup plans. These are alternate programs that if one of these things filled up, or you find out later that they're not eligible for it, you can put some secondary options here, so you're not stuck at registration if something doesn't work out. There are independent studies both at Tomahawk and Manypoint, and these are independent study merit badges. If they'd like to work on one of those, they can list it down here. In addition, we have the troop activities. There's lots of troop activities in the afternoon. These are primarily designed for your first, second, and some of your third year scouts. Your older scouts might be off doing different high adventure programs, but this is where your scouts can rank their top choices. These responses then would get collected and summarized by your patrol leader council, and I'd suggest that your patrol leader council do the troop activity sign up. It's easier with a smaller group. They can all represent their different patrols and advocate for their scouts. So that means that this little part of information would get delivered to the patrol leaders, and patrol leaders could then bring that to the patrol leader council. So this is a good way for you to collect what your scouts are interested in doing and use this and save and retain this for activity sign up. Now, activity sign up is going to open for both Tomahawk and Manypoint for individual programs. These are merit badges and high adventures for individual scouts. This is going to open up the third Tuesday of April, and they're going to open up first to your oldest scouts. So your first tier of program signups will just be for your 16-year-old scouts and older. And this is 16 at the end of the summer, so at the very end of August. It's the age at the very end there. It helps group things into grade classes, and the system is based on age. So if you have a scout that will be turning 16 throughout the summer, but they'll be 16 by the end of August, put in their age as 16. That's when it's relevant for summer camp planning. But on the third Tuesday of April, program registration will be opening at 7 p.m. to scouts that are 16 years of age or older. If they're any younger in your roster, they will not be able to sign up for programs. This helps give our oldest scouts priority to register and sign up, and it ensures that the oldest scouts have a chance to do those activities before they age out of the program, and there'll be plenty of opportunities for your younger scouts as they grow up to do more programs. And then the next week, on the fourth Tuesday of April, at 7 p.m. Everything will open up for 14-year-olds, and they can sign up. And then the next week on Tuesday at 7 p.m., it will be open to everyone. One thing of note is right before those each weekly period that we open those up at 7 p.m., the system will be closed from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. And that is just for us to be able to maintain the system and reschedule the opening of classes again with a new age restriction. So if you're trying to do any registration right before that, the system might be down for maintenance for the 4 hours leading up to the 7 p.m. sign up. So just note that. You'll be able to sign up any other time throughout the week and work on your scouts, but all of these registrations will be first come, first served. And as I mentioned, every week it'll be opening up to a different age bracket. So I've populated scouts into these different age brackets right here below us. And we're going to start with Susie. Susie is one of our younger scouts. She is 11 years old, and we're ready to sign her up for programs. So we're going to assume that registration is opened. Susie has a $50 deposit in. If she did not have a $50 deposit in the books right now, she would not be allowed to sign up for any programs. Every individual that's signing up for programs needs to have their deposit filled out, turned in, and they must be up to date in the payment schedule in order to sign up for programs. So to sign her up for programs, we'll go into update information, make sure that everything's up to date for her, and you'll see this select classes button here. If she did not have her $50 deposit in, you would see a red line of text here saying they're not up to date with their payment schedule. Therefore, they cannot sign up for classes. So to sign up for classes, we'll hit select classes, and you'll see 2 columns appear: available classes and Susie's classes. These classes are all based over here by session first, and you can search and filter for different things. It's very easy to find a program quite quickly just by searching into the bar here. And these are Tomahawk classes, but Many Point system is very similar as far as sessions go. So to sign up for programs, Susie said that she was interested in Brown C, which is good because our troop requires everybody to take Brown C their first year. So I searched in Brown C. It has now filtered it just down to the 3 different Brown C tracks. This is the first year camper program at Tomahawk. First Class Adventure is our program at Many Point. She's going to sign up for track A, and all you have to do to sign Susie up for this is click on the class. As soon as you do, you'll see that class move from available classes over to the other side. Now this program conflicts with all other Session 1 programs, so we don't see any Session 1 programs over here on the list to the right. We only see Session 2, and we'll also see Session 3, which is in the afternoon at Tomahawk. So as you sign up for classes, it removes classes that would conflict with that, so that you don't see, you can't double book anybody for classes. The only exception for double booking would be in some cases with independent study merit badges. So you would see those still be available. Susie is going to take leather work as well. So we'll click on that. And she's also going to take swimming. So I've now signed her up for Session 1 Brown C, Session 2 Swimming, Session 2 Leather Work, and you'll see there are no more Session 2s available for her because there is a conflict with anything else with Session 2. So it won't let you double book, which is nice and easy. Since Susie's a first-year scout, she won't be doing any older scout programs. She doesn't meet the minimum age requirement for that. She will be doing troop activities during the afternoon, and you do not need to sign up for troop activities. That is the default setting for any scouts at camp in the afternoon. So once that is done, everything saves live, but you can close that. If we go back into Susie's account, we'll see those programs show up here on this like programs at a glance, and you can see Susie's schedule here. It's very easy to go back in and change any of these out. So if she didn't want to take swimming, we can just click on swimming, it removes it from the list, and she could take environmental science instead. If she didn't want to take leather work, that's very easy. Just unclick leather work and sign her up for something else. Maybe she wants to do fishing. and now she's signed up for fishing. You can click on the show class schedule and it'll go back to see that area. You can see those changes live, and as long as you see the changes here, it means that she is signed up for the program. If for whatever reason a class has filled up and you see the slots available has gone down to 0, there is a waitlist option, and you will be able to sign any of your scouts up for a waitlist option. If for whatever reason something has filled up and that was their first choice, please register them for the waitlist option. After you've done so, you can sign them up for other programs. If we are able to increase capacity or something changes, we will automatically place that scout into that merit badge, and the troop will be notified. So please use the waitlist options for all older scout and younger scout activities, merit badges or high adventures or specialty programs. Those waitlists are really important to us to ensure that we can match the demand throughout camp. And if you don't use the waitlist, we don't know if there's a demand. So please use that. Okay, Abby's a little bit older. Abby is 13, so she's now eligible for other programs. So Abby is going to be taking Life-Saving Merit Badge. And Abby would also like to work on some high adventure programs. So Abby is interested in welding, metalwork, and plumbing. So she's going to sign up for that, which occupies the entire day. And that will occupy most of Abby's schedule. She's got a very busy schedule because she's got all those other merit badges packed in. So in Abby's case here, she's going to be doing programs all day long, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Tuesday, Thursday, she's occupied in the morning with life-saving, but she's got Tuesday, Thursday afternoons open. She could keep those open and participate with the troop, but let's say that she was into biking and she wants to do the biking on-site and off-site adventures, and she can add that to her schedule. Now, if I look at her schedule, she's got a really full jam-packed schedule. This type of schedule might be too much for a particular scout. They may want to have more opportunities to do troop activities in the afternoon. That is going to be for your troop to decide and your troop to work out. Okay, and our oldest scout, Jenna, she now has access to some different programs. She's interested in doing ATV, so she's going to sign up for an ATV morning bundle. And she is also interested in biking, so she's going to work on some biking. And Jenna is the SPL, so Jenna does want to be around for some of the afternoons to be available for some programs. And as such, so she is going to want to be around for those things. So she's going to do sporting arrows, and she realizes now that she's got Logging Legends in here twice, so she's going to unselect an ATV program and pick a different ATV bundle. And there we go. So Jenna's schedule is pretty full. She's got Tuesdays and Thursday afternoons to be present with the troop if she wants, and she's got a really full schedule in there. So signing them up for classes is a pretty straightforward and easy process. It doesn't take a lot of time to sign up an individual scout if you have all of their information preloaded. You'll have the ability to upload all of their information and update everything before program registration signs up. Please do not wait until the sign up night for program to enter in all of their individual information and submit their deposits. Do that in advance. That way you make sure you've got all of that information. We do this on Tuesday nights. It's when we open, mostly because the majority of the units that we work with do meet on Monday nights, and that way you can gather the information on Monday, and then Tuesday night, without the distractions of a unit meeting, you can do the sign up. It goes pretty quick. It takes maybe a half hour at most for those weeks to get everybody signed up. Once you do have everybody signed up, the reporting functions can really help in your planning and preparations for camp. If you click on reports, there's a number of different reports here available to you. But the class schedule and scout summary, these and class summaries, these are really, really powerful tools for your troop. So as you look at some of these reports, it's only going to populate for one scout at this point. But you can see here, what their schedule is for each day, what's involved, what are the prerequisites, where are they going to be meeting, how are they going to get there, all of the details. So this is a really powerful tool that you can print and provide this information to your scouts as they prepare for camp. It's also really good information that you can then give to your SPL at camp so that they can help support the troop throughout the week. So please explore these different reports and make them work for you this upcoming summer. As always, if you have any questions, please email tomahawk@northernstar.org or manypoint@northernstar.org, and you can give us a call, 612-261-2455 for Tomahawk and 2465 for Manypoint.